Hello, dear friends. Today we are going to talk about self-love. And most importantly, is it selfish to love yourself? Our culture, and not only nowadays, but I think that also from decades or even thousands of years, have accepted that there is something wrong with putting yourself first. There are many reasons for that: the culture, religion, and also I believe that the era of Pisces has brought this type of mindset. But first of all, we are at the end of this era, so we are getting closer and closer to the Aquarius era. And I think that we need to get out of this trap or this frame that you always need to make some kind of sacrifices and that you need to neglect yourself in order to satisfy other people, and also that it's selfish to love yourself. In my opinion, it's actually essential that people should love themselves. So what does it mean, self-love? First of all, it means accepting yourself the way you are, recognizing and seeing your strengths, your positive qualities, and together with them also recognizing your weak sides. And they both make you who you are, and you need to accept that. You cannot change anything before you accept that. So recognizing and accepting who we truly are, then realizing that we deserve love, and the first person who can give it to us is ourselves. So if you want to attract love, if you want to find a partner or even friends, if you don't accept, if you don't truly love yourself, it's almost impossible that you will find another person who will provide this for you. So that's essential. And a typical area where I think that it's commonly accepted that we should neglect ourselves is also the relationship between parents and children, especially mothers and children. People believe that, you need to neglect yourself in order to take care of your children. And if you don't do that, it means that you don't love your children. And I have seen so many women who are honestly unhappy with their life, with themselves. It affects their health, absolutely 100%. And they think that, they're doing this for their children and that's what they're supposed to do. But it's not working. It's not working. Let me tell you what's the most important thing for children. The most important thing for children is to have a happy mother or happy parents. If you're not taking care of yourself, to be in good health, to be balanced, to be able, to control the emotions, it will be very difficult to take good care of your child. If your child sees that you're always nervous or you're always worried, or sometimes you scream or you fight, and it just gives them wrong messages. And the truth is that children are mirroring their parents. If your child is very angry, very anxious, in an extreme way, it's a message that there is something within the family atmosphere. So let's say that it could be the relationship between parents, it could be the mother itself, but that's always a message. So if you want to help other people, your closest people, your family, your children, you have to start with yourself. First of all, self-love, self-acceptance, and also self-care. Find some time and some way to relax. There are ways. Sometimes it's more difficult. There are people who don't have support from parents or other people, but you can always find a way, find a little time for yourself to balance yourself. Maybe listen to meditation, maybe do short exercise program, or eat healthier, or other ways which bring you joy and happiness. And trust me, it will affect your child as well. And here actually I want to share something which I learned from my niece. She's about to become 4 years old really soon, and she goes to daycare, and there they have some yoga practices. And at the end of the yoga practice, they always say this mantra: I love myself, I can do anything, be a good person and do good things. And it's so simple. Literally, children who are 3 or even 2 years old are doing this, are repeating this mantra. So first of all, how great it is for those children. And my opinion is that they have a much better chance to be emotionally and psychologically happy and healthy. So that's something great. And we as grown-ups can also apply that. So the best way to apply certain practice is to have some kind of ritual, or to do it during the same time each day. For example, after you wake up, before you get out of the bed, before you put your shoes, just repeat it. You can think of your own mantra, of course, but I think that it's so simple what my niece said, and it's so powerful. So let me repeat it again. I love myself, I can do anything, be a good person and do good things. So simple and so great. So I hope I made it clear that my opinion is that it's not selfish, it's actually an absolute necessity to love yourself. If you want to be a good example for your children, if you want to attract true love in your life, and generally, if you want to achieve all kinds of success, achievements, results, if you don't accept yourself, you won't truly believe that you deserve success. So think about it. And I would love to hear your thoughts on that topic. And do you feel uncomfortable also with admitting or saying out loud that you love yourself? I know that there are many people who struggle with that. Do you feel like, it's inappropriate to feel like that or to demonstrate that? Or the opposite, hopefully you have recognized how important it is, you have worked on that, because I absolutely believe that we can work on that. Unfortunately, I think that there are few people who are naturally born with this self-love, or who have been raised in such atmosphere. It's just because of the cultural circumstances or religion or other reasons. But for example, in my family, I can absolutely say that I had a very loving family, parents, grandparents. They have always treated me very well. Of course, like every family, we have our issues, but the topic about self-love has never been discussed, honestly. And I never even think about it when I was a teenager or when I was growing. And yes, at first when I heard about it, it sounded a little bit strange, and it sounds like, well, what, should I be selfish? Does it mean that I need to neglect other people? These are completely different things. So for many people, we need to work on that. We need to develop this self-love, to recognize it, to admit it, to nurture it. But it's so important, and you will notice how many doors will open up for you. So I hope that I will inspire you to use the mantra, or to maybe think of your own mantra, and to do more things for yourself that are a gesture of this self-love. Thank you very much for watching the video. If you have some suggestions or ideas about things that you want to see more on this channel, you're always welcome to send me an email, or if you want to work personally with me, you can find the links below this video. Thank you very much again, and I'll see you soon.